Hey guys, welcome to Sled Talk. Appreciate you guys tuning in. I would like to take a second of your time and introduce this season's title sponsor is Bikeman Performance. So they've decided to jump on board and help push the podcast. And if you're unaware, Bikeman is the elite level when it comes to aftermarket performance parts on your sled. So be sure to check out their site, link in the description. And without further ado, let's jump into the show.
Let the band play.
100K on the Protect, living life with no regrets. I can't designer when I get dressed. Summertime on winter fresh. I put her legs behind her head. Night she gone to bed. Bye. Every day it's a new test. I just keep chasing these checks. Living life with no regrets. Living life with no regrets. Living life with no regrets. Living life with no regrets.
Oh, we're going? We're live? We're live at Heydays with the next episode. All right, welcome back, guys. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Checking out the podcast, another one from Heydays. Got a couple buddies sitting here with me, and I'll just let you guys introduce yourselves.
Yeah, so I'm Jake Helshold. I work at the Albany Lodge. I've been working there for about 4 years now. Started off as a shop guy, and now I'm the director. So
heck yeah,
been a pretty cool experience, and excited to see what else is in store.
I'm Austin Reitzma, snowmobile guide for the Albany Lodge. Just hanging out, talking to good people, having fun.
Heck yeah.
Heydays.
Heck yeah. That's a good time. Appreciate you guys again, as always, inviting us to come set up here. It's cool to meet you. Austin, I've obviously met you, but Jake, it's good to meet you for the first time. How many times have you guys been to Heydays?
Oh, man. I used to come when I was a kid, so I think this is actually my 8th or 9th Heydays that I've been to.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy cow, that's a couple.
Yeah. So I was born in Wisconsin, grew up there for 13 years, and I think I was 7 consecutive years. So
okay.
There, and then lived in Iowa, hopped up every once in a while, and then the past 2 years been working for the lodge. So we had a booth and been hanging out since. So,
heck yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. How many times? I know you've said before in previous episodes, Austin, but
twice.
Yeah.
I'm a rookie.
Yeah. Hey, not as rookie as me.
Yeah, it's true. It's been fun. Every time we come, there's always stuff going on. You know, grass drags or freestyle, or they have get-togethers at night for vendors, and that has been the highlight of our trip, is just getting together at the vendor after parties. They usually have burgers and brats or whatever it is, and everybody just kind of breaks bread and have some good conversations about sleds.
Heck yeah. Yeah, no, it's a good time. So Jake, take me or take us, the listeners and stuff, through how were you introduced to taking a job with Albany Lodge? How did that all come together?
So I graduated high school early. Kind of knew the old mechanic that worked at the lodge. Kind of hooked up with him, asked him if he wanted some help, and moved out just for the winter season. Ended up absolutely loving it, and owner actually offered me a full-time job, so I took that. And in the springtime, I went back to Iowa and moved all my stuff out to Wyoming, and then everything, I guess, just kind of fell into place, and one thing after another, and here we are. So.
Nice. And so you're in Laramie full-time living?
I am, yep. So I live in Laramie and obviously work at the lodge. So, but my family had a cabin up on the mountain since I was a kid, so I guess I started coming out to that area when I was 4.
Oh, so
wow. I've been coming out for quite a while.
Gotcha. Yeah. How old are you right now?
I'm actually 20 right now.
20? Okay,
yep.
Nice. Awesome. So take me through, so do you work for the lodge year-round?
I do.
Okay. Yeah. So in the wintertime, take me through your responsibilities. What's your job position?
My responsibilities right now, so I actually just took over as director. So I'm a little bit all hands-on throughout the lodge itself. Before I was just straight shop, taking care of the machines. So now it's just a little bit of making sure everything's running smoothly in the shop, in the rental section, making sure everybody checks out and has a good time. And then furthermore, I guess just making sure everything in the lodge, everything's taken care of up there, orders, making sure customers are happy, people are checking in on time, and then just scheduling and then staffing as well. So
Nice. Awesome.
Events. Heydays, things like that too. Got to take care of that.
Yeah.
So,
of course.
Yeah.
Awesome. And Austin, obviously I know because I know you better, but so take us through your position and your role at Albany.
I just show up and have fun.
That's a kick-ass job.
I'm pretty sure it pisses them off sometimes. I just gotta show up, put on some snowmobile gear, and go ride. So I've been doing all the guides. As far as trail, backcountry, and then riding clinics.
Yeah.
We started doing riding clinics about 3 years ago.
Okay.
And they've really been rewarding.
Yeah.
It's really cool to be able to take some people out, and a lot of people from this neck of the woods, like mainly trail riders, but they want to learn about mountain riding because it's exploding. It's such a big thing nowadays. So we saw that, and we decided we have all this experience in mountain riding, why not share it and actually do something official with the lodge and do riding clinics. And it's been blowing up year after year, more and more, just word of mouth, and honestly just the bookings just keep coming. So
sure. No, that's great. So take it back just a little bit. How did you get introduced to taking the job?
That's a long story. Basically, so I went to MMI in Phoenix for motorcycles. So that's Motorcycles Mechanics Institute. And I thought I wanted to build custom bikes, like choppers.
Yeah. And,
when I was watching Biker Build Off on TV, they didn't tell me that the industry had died. So, like, going to school and, like, got this dream of building custom bikes. And I'm building my own bike while I'm going to school, and I'm, like, visiting all these small shops, like, piecing together stuff for this bike. And they're like, yeah, it's dead, man. Like, it boomed and then it busted. It's like, great. So what am I going to do? I got a job at a dealership in my hometown, Skidoo and Honda, BRP products, and then Harley Davidson. It was big multi-line dealership.
Sure.
And that's where I met one of the first influential people in snowmobiling. For me was a snowcross racer, Keith Carrico. Somebody I idolized for a long time, and he did really good. He qualified for snowcross the first year they brought it back, and so I learned as much as I could from him and all those people in that shop. And it was like a year or two later, I'd kind of moved around. They sold that dealership, and so I went and found another dealership to work at. And then 5 months into that, he's like, I'm done running dealerships. So that dealership shut down. I was like, geez, this is brutal business to be in, working as a mechanic. So I decided to look for a winter part-time gig, because like winters were really slow for the shop I was working for. And so I talked to the owner. I was like, hey, would it help if I got a job in the wintertime and just worked on bikes for you in the summer? Like, would that work out for you? He's like, oh yeah, that would work. That'd be good. So I just started cold calling people. Like, I called Togedy. I think I messaged Brett Rasmussen. Like, I was going all over the place, just like Hail Mary every time. Just like, what about it, Chris? You want a guide? I'm like, pretty sure I can ride with you. So I did that for a while, and then I finally I called up to Albany Lodge, and I was like, hey, do you guys need any guides for the winter? And they're like, well, we don't really have a guide. We have a guy we can call if somebody wants a guide trip. I was like, okay. So I put together a resume and sent it in. I think I had a meeting with the owner and then Karina back in the day. They didn't even blink. They were just like, yeah, that'd be awesome. So got on with the lodge and haven't looked back. I worked in the shop for about 3 or 4 years there in the beginning and guided. And then about 3 or 4 years into it, I just made the switch to be all guiding all the time. So we really wanted to push that aspect and really grow that part of the business and go into, riding clinics like we talked about. And so it's a long story, but that's how I got into guiding.
Got it. No, that's good. That's good. Cool. So let's transition. We'll have both of you kind of speak on this. Let's say I'm a potential customer, potential client, and I want to go tear it up in Wyoming. Where's the best first place to find you guys? Obviously, probably the website, which is...
Yeah, our website. So albanylodge.com is going to have all of our stuff, all of our information, all of our pricing and availability on it.
Okay, gotcha. So then I find you guys and I book a riding clinic, and I show up. Walk me through the process of everything from the first day I get there till the end. What all is involved? What do I get to experience? Take me through the whole process for the listeners that might be interested in doing something like that also.
Yeah, for sure.
I guess it entirely depends on if you're bringing your own sled or not.
Okay.
So with us being a Polaris Adventures outfitter, we have a huge fleet, 70 to 80 sleds typically. Yep. We have some for everybody. if you're looking to get into like a riding clinic, that's usually all backcountry skills that we're teaching.
Yep.
So if you're getting a sled from us, come on down to the rental shop. We have kiosks with iPads. The check-in process maybe takes 60 seconds.
Okay.
Maybe.
It's pretty quick.
That's nice.
So you fill out your waiver. If you already booked, the guys working the shop already know that you're coming in. They've got a list of people coming in.
Yeah.
They've got sleds ready outside. If it snowed, they've got them broomed off for you, clean,
Yeah.
ready to go. Full of fuel, full of oil. All you have to do is get gear on. Typically when you come in, they mention something about, hey, we've got a sled booked or we've got a guide booked, and from there we just kind of pick it and run. So if they've got a riding clinic, they'll usually come down and tell me. I'm usually getting ready already. But Jake will grab me and say, hey, your guide group's here. I'll come up. I'll meet the guide group. And then we run them through controls if we need to. It depends on experience level. But like if they're brand new, Jake, one of the other guys, Dayton, Logan, any of the guys in the shop, they'll run you through controls, make sure you know exactly what you're doing with the snowmobile as far as controls go. And then I step into play and we start talking about skills. And we'll usually run through a couple things really quick. And again, it all depends on skill level. But usually after a little bit, we get them up the mountain. Most of the time they're familiar with trails, but not mountain riding.
Got it.
So it's a pretty quick, easy process getting out. Take them to a couple spots that we have picked out already that we have worked clinics in the past, and we jump right into it. It's pretty seamless.
Nice. Gotcha. And so what if I show up and I don't have any gear? Do you facilitate that, or?
We do, yeah. So for $35 for the day,
Okay.
we got boots, bibs, coat, gloves, helmets. Helmet comes with the rental anyway, but yeah, we outfit everything.
Gotcha.
So all brand new Polaris gear
Yep.
that we've had for 2 years now, so it's nice stuff.
Gotcha. Awesome. Cool.
Everything but underwear.
Everything but
I
underwear.
got to bring that myself.
Yeah,
huh?
we got socks, we got all the
God
stuff.
damn it. Okay. Okay.
Base layers, we stock up on Climb, 2B.
Yep.
BCA.
So yeah, we're a BCA dealer, Climb dealer,
Okay.
2B dealer. What else we got?
That's most of it for,
That's our
for
big
clothing
three
at
stuff. Yeah,
least.
for clothing anyway.
Avi gear.
Yep,
We
BCA.
both sell and we rent Avi gear.
Okay.
Yep.
So we've got full setups ready to go. Canisters full. We've already checked it. We check it quite a bit.
Yeah.
We check the beacons, make sure that beacons fully charged batteries. Then shovels and probes all in the pack. Like, if you don't have that setup, it's kind of an expensive setup. It's pretty
Sure.
cheap to
Yeah.
rent it
Yeah,
for
yeah.
a day.
Yeah, sure.
And maybe you only get one trip a year.
Yep.
Why not have a new pack that looks nice, that's
Right.
all set up for you, ready to go?
Yeah. Absolutely. Gotcha.
We also fill canisters too, which has been really big. We started that about 2 years ago, and you'd be surprised how many guys show up from being on the airplane or whatever and
Oh, yeah.
don't have their canister filled, so we do that as
Yeah.
well.
I mean, I've had buddies that have bought a brand new bag and just assumed that the canister
Yeah.
was filled and went out riding and didn't know. Like, yeah, brand new. Yeah, it's ready to go.
Yeah.
And so where we're at, like our dealer doesn't, they don't fill up bottles, and it's like a surge. There's only like one person and like within an hour that fills those and whatnot. So that's a pretty cool added bonus that you guys offer to be able to do that. So, so then, all right. So you guys take me out riding all day, and then what's the sleep situation and what's the food situation?
Yeah, for sure. So we've got 9 hotel rooms, 13 cabins. Everything's ride in, ride out, right from. So as soon as you get there, you don't really have to leave. So we've got a full bar, full restaurant. Restaurant opens at 7 a.m. in the morning for breakfast, all the way until 9 o'clock for food at night. And then bar stays open till, if there's people obviously in there having a good time, all the way open until 2 a.m.
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty much got everything everyone's looking for.
Got it. Awesome. That's sick. That's pretty well rounded.
Yeah.
We have Bush on stock. Like, it's plenty of Bush,
Plenty of captain.
plenty of
That's
cap.
good.
Yep.
Good.
We just got that new chef in, so the restaurant's getting a little more uppity. It's not just bar food anymore. We're running a lot of specials, prime rib Saturday nights.
Nice.
So that's been a good addition this summer.
Awesome.
Flew him in from Alaska, right?
Yep, flew
Yep.
in from Seward.
Seward?
Yeah, Seward,
Yep.
Alaska.
Nice.
So
He's killing it.
he is, yeah. He's bringing a lot to the table.
First time you start hearing about pairing food with beer and tasting the same, and it's a different world.
Awesome. So, Dayton, you just sat down and joined us. I appreciate you jumping on the show.
Yeah,
you want to
of
give
course.
a little bit of an introduction to who you are and what you do at Albany Lodge for the listeners and viewers?
Yeah, so I'm Dayton. I run operations at the lodge, so I'm right underneath Jake here, so we do a lot together, which has been fun. We've kind of grown together over the years. We're in the shop together for a while, and now we're doing this, which has been cool. One of my best friends, so it's good to have guys like these two around, all working together. We all have the same goals, and
Sure.
it makes work a lot easier, makes your life a lot easier.
Gotcha. And how did you come about both these guys shared their story. How did you come about landing the job with Albany Lodge?
So I was actually in Laramie, going to school. I was up on the mountain riding and stuff all the time, and I've actually known about Albany for a while. I grew up in Iowa. My parents used to come out riding all the time. So
Okay.
I think I knew Albany was a place before I even knew Wyoming was a state type of deal,
I got it.
But
Okay.
was up there, walked in one day, asked if they had anything open, started as a bartender, enjoyed it, loved it. Eventually moved down to the shop when Jake took over. I've since graduated college and everything, and boss man keeps giving promotions, so it's
Heck
worked
yeah.
out.
That's awesome. Heck yeah.
It's surprising.
Cool. How long have you been working with them?
Oh, it's been just about 3 years. I think I started just a month
almost
after
4.
Jake did. So, yeah, we're probably pushing 4 now, huh?
Yep.
Probably this winter. I think it was
Yep.
January I started.
Gotcha.
So,
Yeah,
Awesome.
We
Cool.
got a good crew of guys working at the lodge.
yeah, we're close.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's a lot of
Some
fun.
a little bit more than others. Austin's marrying my sister here next year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's been a
I couldn't see him enough, so I decided, why not become family?
Yeah.
Become family.
Yep.
Heck yeah. Hey, what's up, guys? Hope you're enjoying the show so far. Just want to take a quick second to introduce another one of this year's sponsors. We got RSI, so whether you need handlebars or grips, seat covers, controls, etc., doesn't matter. Use SledSend 2023 at checkout for 15% off your next order. Awesome.
It's been a good journey.
So no, that's a lot of good information. That's really cool. I'm definitely excited to come out and see you guys out there. Come ride out there. And speaking of riding, Jake, let's start with you. What do you ride? What's your sled?
This year I'll be riding a 23 Boost.
Oh
155.
boy.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
He threw a leg over my boost and he decided
Yeah?
he needed
I
to have
did,
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now before that I had a 2016 Axis that I really liked,
Okay.
Put a crate motor in it, had a 163 on a 165 frame, so, it's a big game changer there. A couple
Yeah.
aftermarket parts on that, but finally kind of bit down and bought one this year. Another
Heck
one,
yeah.
So, yep, that's what I'll be riding.
Awesome.
That was probably the best running 800.
It was insane.
Yeah?
yeah, that thing was pretty sick.
Yeah.
It ripped so hard.
I had a
That was one of
MBRP,
Brandt's old
yeah.
sleds, wasn't it?
It was,
One of
yeah.
his fleet sleds.
Nice.
It was. It had an MBRP race can on it. It was the loudest thing on the mountain.
Oh, one of them, huh?
Oh, yeah. It had to be the
Oh, boy.
loudest, but no, it was a good running sled. Blew it up twice, put a crate motor in it. And
Jeez.
it ran good, though, after that. So,
Nice.
yeah, it was a pretty good sled for me.
Heck yeah.
Bought a turbo kit for it, never put it on.
Yeah, I bought a turbo for it and ended up selling the sled before I actually put the turbo on it.
Oh,
so,
really?
Yeah, and then ordered a turbo instead. So
There you
it
go.
all worked out.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Dayton, what about you?
I'll actually be on the company sled this year. Comes with insurance. I'll have to pay for it. So it's actually that Chaos sitting right in the corner there.
Right over there, huh?
So for people that can't see it, it'll be 165, 850. Hoping to do some clutching or something to it. Probably won't be anything crazy.
Yeah.
So
Heck yeah.
Austin's got a couple extra turbos in the garage that he don't mind if the plastics get cracked on, I know. So
Yeah.
I've still got my 19 turbo, so
Yeah.
Pushing like 8,000 miles or something like that.
Oh
Yeah.
my. What a tank. That's crazy. That's a lot of miles.
it's
So-
for sale.
Lightly ridden. Yeah.
Good one.
Girlfriend ridden. We were talking about that on the way
yeah,
out
trails only.
Yeah.
because I did like a 40-foot cliff drop on that thing.
Oh my.
So I was
Was
thinking,
that the sled that was in the video you posted and invited Snow West as a collaborator and he fell into that bomb hole? You like launched
Yeah,
yourself
yeah.
off the sled? Is that sled?
Yeah.
Okay.
it was a poor choice of where I put that jump, if we're being honest, because I was looking at it, I was like, that looks doable, right? But it almost was like a double, so there was like a hump in the middle.
Yeah.
And then I went for it the first time, and I came up short, hit the knuckle, and I bounced down what felt like into the flats. I don't know. These guys are watching. And I was like, I don't want to do that again. That hurt. And I tried to hit a little bit faster, but I was still coming down right in that bomb hole.
Yeah.
I just let it go. Jesus, take the wheel.
Video. Yeah.
It was a good video.
Dude, yeah, absolutely.
It didn't mess anything up either. I think all it did was take
Not
the
a
ski
thing.
rubber was the only thing that
Really?
happened. Yeah, it was pretty remarkable. Yeah.
That
It would have been
doesn't happen
hard
very
getting that thing out of there if it was
we were in
any
a pretty deep
worse.
drainage.
often. Yeah.
Oh, we're in the bottom. In the last podcast, we were talking about that hillside that's so steep.
Right.
We're just a little ways away from there down the bottom. So same elevation drop, just way easier to get in and out of. But
Yeah.
about
yeah.
1,000 to 1,500 feet drop within less than half a mile.
Yeah.
So it's some really cool terrain, but probably shouldn't go down there if you don't know where you're at or what you're doing
Right.
in the mountains.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's why you go with a guide, right?
Exactly.
At Albany Lodge. Heck yeah. So
Every now and then you'll see a yard sale
yeah.
just thrown in for free.
So obviously snow plays the largest factor in everything that we do, but on average, like when does season begin for you guys?
Yeah, so we start the 15th of December, and then we're running all the way up until about April 1. So
Nice. Okay.
that's a
That's
long
a good
season. It's a
stretch.
good season. I mean, we average over 350 inches of snow on a good year. Last year was a little low, but this year Farmer's Almanac and all that stuff's saying it's supposed to be good, so fingers crossed.
Yeah.
So we'll have another one of those good years.
Yeah.
Low for us. The more I ride around different zones, different areas of the world, low for us is still pretty dang good.
Yeah.
Like, we're still able to find amazing zones,
Yeah.
great pockets of snow, and it's usually really consistent. Last couple years have been awesome for consistency of snowpack.
Yeah.
No major events where like the snow is just trash from here on out. It's been amazing.
Yeah.
The more I've traveled, the more I've learned to love the Albany Lodge and the range because of the snow.
Sure.
It's so good.
Gotcha.
No,
Jeff. How are we on time? Okay, awesome. All right, well, let's wrap this up. Austin knows this, but we always end every episode with the guest asking a question, right? So we just call it like the Sled Talk question, and it could be anything snowmobiling. It could be related to heydays. It could be related to your favorite snack on the mountain. It could be related to anything. So put you boys on the spot. Everybody ask a question for the listeners and viewers.
I think we let Austin go first since he's got this question before.
This is his third time asking the question now.
Let me think about this one a little bit.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I guess I didn't think about this yet again. I probably should have thought about this ahead of time.
Yeah, probably. I guess I got one. So I guess all the competitors, Arctic Cat, Skidoo, and Polaris, they're all kind of coming out with what people would say is a mod, I guess, stock. So I guess my question would be to the viewers, what would be the next mod stock that you'd like to see somebody do?
That's a
on
great
sled?
question.
Yeah.
That's an excellent question. Yeah.
What do you guys want to see in a change to a platform? Like, what could Polaris do next that would be awesome?
Sure.
Should they put a carbon fiber skid in from the factory?
From factory? I'd like to see that.
They're trending towards like mod sleds from the factory. Why not make them as light as they can?
Yeah. Heck yeah. Dayton?
Yeah, and I guess being a little biased, let us hear what your favorite point of destination is. It could be a riding area, it could be a lodge you guys like to go to.
Yep.
Put it in the comments, let us know.
Heck yeah. Awesome. Well, boys, we're going to wrap up this podcast. Again, I appreciate you guys jumping on and shooting the shit and sharing your stories and getting the listeners and viewers to know a little bit more about you guys. So, again, appreciate it. And Sled Talk listeners, thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you guys on the next one.
Living life with no regrets. I can't designer when I get dressed. Summertime on winter fresh. I put her legs behind her head. Night she gone to bed. Bye bye. Every day it's a new test. I just keep chasing these chicks.